Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Amber Betts.
Hello, this is Amber Betts with the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver, here for another episode. I am here with Adam and Max, co-owners of Third Shot Pickleball. Hey guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
So tell us about Third Shot Pickleball. What's happening?
You want to answer that one, Max? You want me to?
Sure. So we've got two locations of Third Shot Pickleball happening right now. Longmont's already open. It just opened about a week or two ago. And we've got Wheat Ridge coming up on a week or two away from opening. So we're kind of right in between those two. And Longmont has 5, soon to be 8 courts. Wheat Ridge will have 13 courts when we're ready to rock. Both have a full bar, have food options as well. And some really awesome pickleball happening.
Yeah, and just to make sure it's clear, we are indoor facilities. And
good point.
Yeah, so our Wheat Ridge Club will be Colorado's largest indoor pickleball facility. And I think one of the things that we've done that we've heard some great feedback about is really taking a lot of care in finding locations that have really high ceilings. We've put in great measures for sound dampening, which is something that we've heard from a lot of feedback from people that they really like our Longmont facility because how quiet it is. And in Wheat Ridge, we put 200 sound baffles in there already, and it's made a huge difference as well. So,
yeah, and same with the lighting. We try to have easy on the eye lighting, but obviously still have enough lighting in that you can play pickleball. So it's a combination of all those things to get that premium environment.
Amazing. So tell us how you guys got into the business, how you got started, like kind of your backstory.
I'll jump in with that one, Max. So I've owned Meadow Creek Tennis Club for 19 years, so very experienced in the racket sports industry, and become a avid pickleball player. Last May, I purchased a house down the hill. I used to live in Evergreen, and near the outdoor pickleball facility at Apex. And started playing there regularly, loving the sport. Met Max and his wife Shelby, and my girlfriend Pam and I played pickleball with them several times.
Yeah, met playing pickleball. I want to make sure that was clear.
Yes, we met playing pickleball.
Yeah.
And I had aspirations and ideas about opening an indoor pickleball facility, and as did Max, but neither of us knew that until a friend in common connected us when we each had talked to our friend about our interest in opening an indoor facility, and yeah, here we are, less than a year later, opening 2 facilities. So pretty exciting.
He said you both sound like a broken record talking about these pickleball clubs you want to open. So you should talk to each other instead of talking to me about it.
Didn't Nate say that? That's great.
I don't know if he specifically, in as many words, that's what was said. So. Here we are, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So you mentioned like the lighting and the sound, but there's lots of new opportunities for people to play the sport. Jumping up all around on the horizon. It's like the fastest growing sport. La la la. Why are people going to choose you over other options?
Yeah, absolutely. I think location's one of them. We're trying to pick areas of town that don't have pickleball clubs in them currently. There's 3 million people plus in the state, and there was a need for it in Longmont. One popped up in Boulder that's not with us. Obviously there's a need there, so on and so forth. They're springing up around town, and we're really happy with where we are in both Longmont and Wheat Ridge. We think those are both going to be great locations. We have great neighbors, great landlords in both situations. So allow us to stay there for the long haul, which obviously people know where to find us as part of them coming and enjoying it. And then beyond that, I think we put a lot of effort, as Adam mentioned. We touched on a few of those things. Into making this just a premium playing experience. There's a lot of people who are sort of rushing to market. Maybe they're not pickleball players themselves, but they see an opportunity. And there are certain things that they'll do differently than we've done that I think is going to ultimately give us a better playing experience. The surfacing we're using for the courts themselves is the same court or same company, same materials that does the U.S. Open for tennis. So tough to get much better than that. Again, with the ceiling height and the lighting, we have 14 skylights in Wheat Ridge. We have a bunch of natural lighting as well. We added a lot of HVAC to both buildings to make sure that they're comfortable year round. Keeping them warm in the winter is not as hard as keeping them cool in the summer. All the people laughing and having fun in there. They put out plenty of heat. So in the summertime, we'll be ready to cool that down. But and then even beyond that, there are certain pickleball clubs in the state that don't have food. They don't have the full package. Some don't have bars even. And so we felt like we for sure wanted to have food and a bar just so that it's that social element. We can have corporate events. We can have birthday parties. I would love to have a pickleball wedding here at some point. So anyone listening, if you want a pickleball wedding, get at us. We'd love to host you. So until Dink do us part, we're going to say. That'll be the name of it. But yeah, again, I think that's the main reason. I come from a hospitality background, both retail management and restaurant and bars. Adam's been in the paddle sports club business for 20 years. We both feel like we know not necessarily just what people want, but how to treat people. How to create a welcoming environment, be positive. Make them want to bring their family, friends, etc. in, and keep coming back. That's our goal there. We want to serve the community and provide a fun gathering place for people to burn some calories and have some fun.
Love it.
And compete, Mm-hmm.
So obviously the opening's coming up, but tell us more about what's on the horizon, news, updates, grand opening, any kind of, what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the Wheat Ridge location, we'll be doing something very similar to what we did in Longmont, which is all-day open play. So we'll have a bunch of different 2-hour blocks of open play that folks can register for that are free. So they can come in, check out the club, get a feel for that. We're providing some food and some beverages and such. Once the grand opening is going, we'll have various vendors there who are doing stuff anywhere from like pickleball jewelry to recovery drinks to activewear, anything that we could tie in with it. We've got a doctor, chiropractor type person who's going to be involved with that just for recovery and such. So again, a lot of stuff. I think that we're gonna have some fun on that very first day. And then as soon as we're open, that allows us to kind of start getting the programming side of things going. A lot of different open play options. We're going to be starting leagues in January, both traditional leagues and the MLP team style leagues that we're excited to do. Again, we've got a lot of different programming and things, camps and clinics, some tournaments, some national tournaments will actually be coming through the club, both that people can participate in or they can show up and watch. That'll also be televised. So kind of the whole gambit. A lot of different parties and groups coming through. We've got 8 different teaching pros who will be here teaching lessons and clinics and drill classes and really anything, some pickleball trivia in the bar. Maybe we're going to have a lot of different things happening. If people want to see what we've got going, stay tuned with us on social media and on the website. We'll be announcing all those things as they sort of go live and you have the opportunity to sign up for them. And one other thing I'll throw out there that we're not doing yet in Wheat Ridge, but they just did successfully in Longmont was the first session of blacklight pickleball. So yeah, a lot of fun. The pickleball themselves are very, very UV reactive, so they look very bright and colorful, very pretty under the blacklight, and then that allows people to wear all their neons and kind of 80s type colors, and those stand out like crazy under those blacklights. So hopefully we can get that going here at Wheat Ridge. It's just little more infrastructure it takes to get 13 courts ready for it versus 5 to 8. So
fun.
Yeah. I'll also I'll add on. We're going to have programs available for all different levels to play and all different ages as well. Yeah. We'll be doing free introduction to pickleball classes regularly. So for those people who are interested in learning but haven't yet tried it, we will have a very welcoming environment for them. And come on in, and it's free, and we'll help you get addicted to this wonderful, fun sport.
Yep. And we have equipment, balls and paddles and stuff for folks who don't have their own gear. So, just bring yourself and your non-marking shoes, and we'll get you set up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, I know you're probably super busy getting this all going, but what do you do like for community or to support and, get out there and give back? What's kind of your jam there?
Sure. So all summer we've been participating in the community by doing various networking events. So we've gotten to attend various different second Saturday events. We went to the Farmers High School, the 5K there, and got to help kind of put out the word there and such. Two of the things I think with the holidays coming up that we're kind of excited about. One is maybe I'll let Adam talk more about the giving tree portion of the Christmas trees, just kind of gifts for underprivileged folks. And in addition to that, too, I've been making pickleball Christmas tree ornaments. So we have a bunch of broken balls, like 60 plus broken balls. I've been spray painting gold and silver, and we'd like to sell those and then donate that money to charity. So a Toys for Tots, something like that. And then beyond, obviously, the holidays, where it's very easy to be generous and to do those kinds of things. There are definitely opportunities. We've had I bet a dozen nonprofits reach out and want to do fundraising events here, things of that nature. Obviously, we're in a position where we'll have the ability to donate equipment potentially to schools that need them, helping schools connect with those programs that can also provide them with that type of thing. I know there are prison programs teaching inmates how to play pickleball and stuff like that. There's a lot of different opportunities, partly because pickleball is so hot right now, but also partly just because doesn't really matter the type of business. There's a lot of opportunities to get involved with some of the charitable stuff. So really using the vehicle of pickleball to kind of help bring people in and help raise money. And, again, in underprivileged areas or high risk areas, having a sport or an activity or something to get involved in oftentimes keeps people out of trouble, keeps them from, going and doing the wrong thing. If they're on the courts, hopefully they're doing the right thing. So a few different avenues there, I think, that we can get that in. I'm an animal lover myself. We have a dog-friendly patio. I'd love to maybe do some adoption drives out there if possible. Once the weather gets a little nicer, probably tough to have people come do that in the winter. But
sure.
Really the sky's the limit. Again, if people have opportunities that they think we can get involved in, we're always open ears to evaluate those and see how we can get involved even further than we are.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
but things like Wounded Warrior. There's a couple homeless coalitions, just to list off some of the groups that we've been chatting with, those kinds of things. It's exciting.
Great. So obviously you guys play outside, but what else do you do for fun, or what other interests do you have? Like tell us about other things you guys do.
So for fun these days, I get this pickleball club ready. That's what I do. I come in here and I work and I paint and I hang sound baffling. No, outside of that, I spend time with my family. My brother and sister-in-law were just in town. I mentioned I've got dogs, so we're taking them to the park, keeping them entertained, spending time with the wife. My friends all want to play pickleball here, so they don't hang out with me right now. They tell me to go back to the club and get back to work. But yeah. I'll let Adam share if there's anything else that he's up to these days. I know he's training to compete, and there's a lot of other things he's got going on.
Yeah, and pickleball has been. I've become so passionate about the sport. It's really become a focus for training and competing in senior pro level tournaments. I also am an amateur musician, and I do some open mic nights. Around town. I had a winery gig for a while with a cellist, but so I try to relax by playing my guitar a little bit in the evenings when I can. Right now, like Max said, we've been spending a lot of time getting the clubs ready. So
yeah. Eventually, we'll play more pickleball once we have some pickleball to play. But right now, it's getting ready for that. So
sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else I missed? Last words. What else do the listeners need to know?
I would just say stay tuned. We'll be announcing the Wheat Ridge grand opening here pretty soon. We've got final inspections coming up this Friday. I'm not sure when this podcast will come out, but it may be before that even, so people will know that's coming up. But we're going to get it open as soon as we possibly can, as soon as the city gives us the go-ahead. So stay tuned there. Follow us on social media. Join our email list from our website is another good option to stay connected with what we're doing. Going along, be able to just come by the club and say hello and see what's going on. So, anything you want to add there, Adam?
Oh, just want to make sure, Amber, you'll be listing our website and social media just to make sure people know how to find us. Yeah.
Yep, we'll do. And then for people that are just listening, go ahead and say website, social,
Fire away, man.
Website is www.thirdshotpickleball.com, and the third is 3RD rather than spelling out the word. So 3rdpickleball.com. And then same with the social media. We're at Third Shot Pickleball on most platforms. If you type Third Shot Pickleball in on Twitter, I think we're technically like Third Shot PB there. It shortened our name. So, but if you go to our website, you'll have links to all of those: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, the works. So, yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, I'm excited to come check it out. Thank you for joining us today. And thanks for the listeners.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Amber. We appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.